both can qualify. Chris Melling, the only one. Golden break, wouldn't you know it? What a way to start it. Chris holds his hand up in apology, but that's the biggest smile we've seen from him all evening. A wry smile from Chris Day over in the other corner. And in a game where he has the draw, essentially, that is some start. Chris Day has given those an almighty whack. He caught them really sweetly. Best front ball break he's hit all night, actually, this. Catches it really, really nice.
Yeah, nothing doing that.
Yeah, wouldn't you know it's dry?
That's amazing. Always catches me out. The last one was a golden break. This time the 8 ball did not move at all. As well as he hit that break, it did not move a millimetre.
And these are wide open for Chris Melling.
He needs the top red of those two at the bottom to pass. You can get to the bottom red if it's the only one that goes, but you've got to get quite tight to the bottom cushion. If the top one goes, then it's actually really easy. Well, it probably doesn't then. It's an interesting decision to see him go yellows here, because the yellow at the bottom is so far away from the rest of his work that...
I wonder if he can play some kind of short position on it.
Yeah, but he doesn't have a good ball for that. I mean, he has to have a really good plan to be going this way. I'm just surprised by it.
Where is he going into it now?
He wasn't guaranteed to be on anything, did he? I mean... I was sort of studying the table and the pattern and everything else. Maybe did he not have a good red as a first option? I'm just really surprised by the choice. And normally with Chris...
Well, I'm more surprised by that.
Yeah. Normally there's a really good reason why, and he's got a really clear plan, then he plays it and you're like, oh yeah, that makes an awful lot of sense, but couldn't see it there. He looks confused by himself.
Reds are still tricky, but they definitely have a way out.
Yeah, one of those two reds at the bottom goes. Can't believe they both block each other.
No, I think the one on the bottom cushion goes, and you've got access to that via the one to the bottom left.
Good start to that from Chris. It wasn't easy.
To be fair, just what he would have wanted, having seen a golden break go against him in frame 1, hit a perfect break go dry, and Chris get first chance in frame 2. You can forgive CD for potentially fearing the worst.
He's not played a good one there though.
It was an excellent recovery. Had to get the yellow signs out because that was a diversion, but he's executed it well. Can only think, to your point a couple of minutes ago, Si, with the colour choice from Chris, you look at Chris take these two reds in turn, is that he wasn't on a red to start with.
Yeah, because he had the red that Chris just played off the cushion, which meant he could have got to the bottom cushion, so that he could have then played that one and then a little bump into the yellow, and that would have dealt with the other one. So he can only have been not having a good first red. But I didn't study the table enough. I was kind of looking at the overall pattern rather than what he had as a first choice. So a strange one.
Shot to play here, potentially, because whatever Chris ends up leaving, the cue ball will be doing some mileage. If he takes the red to the top left now, he's got to dance with the yellows to land on the last red. If he takes it next, he's probably going to have to dance with the yellows to land on the 8 ball. Oh, that is worst case scenario though. It could not have gone worse. Full ball snooker on his last red. I just think he'd landed a little bit in between on that shot and wasn't completely certain of what he wanted to do. Decent hit. Oh, we nearly got a real bit of luck.
Chris can see this one to bottom left, I think. If not, he's got other options down the table, which he can take with a little bit of confidence where this red's finished. He can see this one, so he's okay. Well.
Oh, in off is huge, but it stays up.
I'm really surprised by that. Maybe it was a little bit tight, but even so, I'm surprised. He's very fortunate to keep that cue ball on the table, because that means he's still massive favourite to win this frame.
Well, if the cue ball goes down there, it's frame over. But as it is, Chris is probably going to look to come one cushion here. It's the only way he can pot this red. And he's digging into it because the natural's cut off by the middle pocket. Oh, it wasn't a bad effort. Just got a little bit too much into it.
Yeah, arced too early. Rare occasion, it looked like it took Chris a few extra seconds to see the route here. I mean, still saw it quickly enough, but he almost looked a little bit confused about those 4 balls, because those 2 don't go past the red to top right. Having spent, as we both had, plenty of time with Chris on and off the table, as in commentating on him and off the table as a commentator, he does see the game incredibly quickly, and it's almost like he has too many shots to think about sometimes.
Don't think many see the game quicker.
No, it's amazing.
Some people would argue there's not many see the game better, but certainly no one sees it as quick. He's a genius in that sense for me. Chris Day, if he wins, will get himself a 6-red shootout. Oh, Chris has had a nudge there. He was kicked straight towards that top right corner pocket. He'll say that was justice as he hit this break sweetly, and he did.
It would have been unlucky to go in off, but it was saved at the end. He might be on a yellow to top left, so yellows might be a chance. He does have to obviously deal with the fact that the red's over the bottom left-hand corner, a pocket he would really like. We'll get to that in a little bit, because
just wonder if you're Chris Melling their side, you know, moments like that, I think just make a pool player think, oh, it's meant to be tonight. Things are going my way.
I think right now he's not, I wouldn't say he's thinking like that, but I think it's more the case of he's in cruise control right now, and that just all helps, doesn't it? He's playing for the combination, which is what I thought he'd do. Just needs to make sure he has the angle so he can track down for the yellow at the bottom.
Has to make both balls here. One is no good to him. That's a great shot.
It was one of those that was so far in the pocket that he would never have even thought that, you know, in his own mind, he's thinking there's no way he can miss that. Obviously, it's not that easy, but made it look easy.
So 3-0 the lead for Chris Melling, 1 frame from home.
Needs 4 chances, needs to take them quickly.
Well, that's a crunching break. It's not a particularly kind split though, wouldn't you know?
Yeah, it is awkward, isn't it? You think it's going to be really good at one point, and it never really works out.
Tough.
What does Chris do? He's played a little bit match play earlier on, and it didn't really work out for him against Adam Basu. I wonder if he's thinking about it this time round. Or does he believe he can get out from here and win the match 4-0? I feel like it's time just to shut up shop here and just slow things down. Yellows are horrible. Looks like he's going to go.
He's working pretty hard here.
Yeah, that's opened everything up though, hasn't it? He can either play the thin clip or he can play the one over the pocket and get back out to it. The only problem with doing that is he's got to leave a good angle to get up the table. He's got the angle, he just doesn't have the cue ball because of the hampered cueing. Just accepted it. Going to make the thin clip on the one at the top instead. Touch fortunate because he wasn't playing the cannon on that red there, so touch fortunate to get the angle where he could at least drop it in and leave this shot.
Chris Day will get a chance. 6 minutes and 16 seconds left. It starts with 1.
Quicker the better here for Chris.
It's the only one that just needed a little bit of attention so far. The one on the right side rail may need similar.
Perfect angle he's got to get to it though.
Just. Oh, he's not landed behind, has he? No, he's okay. Oh, Chris Melling gave Chris Day a little bit of a look there as CD went back to his corner. I think they're all having a little bit of a giggle out in the arena.
Oh, complete miss hit this time.
Oh, okay then. CD, okay. Less than 5, but
Still needs 3 frames though. Can he see the red past the 8 ball now? Get that one out of the way, then reds are look at genuine chance.
that, if anything, might have made them worse. But if the red passes to the top right now, it's not too bad.
But it does mean getting onto that red he's just moved is a little bit easier, because it's now above the yellow.
Oh, we won't get that far. That's a poor one.
I think he now knows as he walks back to his chair that is his hopes gone. Okay, there's no guarantee that Chris Melling does anything here, but it's just the time. Every second that ticks away hurts him dramatically.
Chris will go here. It already looks like he may well just be a little bit scuppered.
Extension call.
Well, it's not the worst result for CD.
Yeah, but it's a better part of a minute used up because of that visit. He still has problems on this layout. More problems than he had on the first chance he had. Had to try and play it off those balls to try and open it up.
Definitely some work still to be done.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the red... I suppose he can play into it. I just don't think the red's anywhere near in the way. He got his line all wrong anyway.
Yeah, caught the knuckle of the pocket, which has vastly changed where that cue ball ended up. Wasn't a foul. Oh, some shot. Another, please.
Yeah, that was a lovely double. It's got to be same pocket again, isn't it? Chris is still going to believe. Clear up here, leave a minute.
It's not over.
Golden break.
He'll need a golden break, that's for sure, but it's not over.
Yeah, this clear up, golden break, and maybe leave 45 for a reverse clearance.
You never know. Rolls it in. 51 seconds left on the watch. Ball didn't get enough of a nudge, and that will do it. 45 seconds left for Chris Melling just to see out. And at long last, he can go and win the group. It's been heavy weather at times for the Magician. It's been far from a magic performance from him. He's been nowhere near his heady heights. And he may well just try and put on a little bit of an exhibition for us as the night comes to a close with a rapid clearance. And he is, you know.
Yeah, a lot of people just pop two balls there and run the clock down, but Chris wants to finish it off in style.
And we love him for that. So Chris Melling, with this 8-ball, qualifies for the second stage of the Ultimate Pool Champions League. Super finish in the end from Chris Melling, far from a vintage, but in the end, it's he who qualifies. Job done.